So guys, I don't know really where I'm gonna go with this video, but obviously you're gonna know in the title. Um, it's pertaining to uh, how or what it is like being a quote unquote man. Um, I was about to go to sleep and I was watching this video, which I will link down in the description. Um, and it just triggered something in my mind a little bit, and I was like, you know what? There's very few men or people who identify as male who talk about things like this, talk about, you know, men struggling with their emotions, men struggling um, with loneliness, things like that. And unfortunately, uh, a lot of us guys don't really get to have that support um, for our emotions, for expressing how we feel, for actually we're not really well educated on what true masculinity is. True masculinity is not being controlling. It's not being aggressive. It's not being uh uh not blunt is not the right word. Blunt for a lack of better vocabulary. Being true masculinity is being authoritative, assertive, and transparent, which basically being authoritative means that I have boundaries, you have boundaries, and you respect both mine and yours without saying that, for example, this is my house, my rules, I don't care what you think or feel, as long as you're in this house, you're going to do what I say, what I do. Also, this is my classroom, you're going to learn, you're going to sit down, and you're going to say, you're not going to challenge my rules. You're gonna listen to me and do what I say until you're out of this classroom. Just for a few examples, being transparent in terms of knowing when to say what's on your mind and knowing when not to. For example, if someone asks you for your opinion, you say, okay, well, I don't like this, I do like this. I don't I prefer this over that. And if they get offended, they get offended. They ask for your opinion. The other time is when you see someone about to get in danger or something like that, and you tell them, oh well, you know, uh, that's not a good idea. And if they get offended, I mean, you did do what you got to do. Um, and if they don't like it, you did it with good intentions. The distorted view of speaking the truth and being blunt is that when you speak things, for example, if you don't know what people are going through in the moment, you see someone who's fat, whether male or female. You see someone who is too skinny, male or female, and you say, "Oh, you need to eat. Oh, you need to lose some weight, or this or that." But you don't know what they're going through. You don't know if they are um, exercising, if they are doing things to better themselves, and let's say they are happy with their body. You know what I mean? That's the distorted part of speaking truth. When you're out of place, you're out of time. You don't know your place, and you don't know how to use your intuition. Now, I talked about authority. I talked about speaking your truth, speaking the truth. What's the other thing I talk about? Oh, being aggressive, which ties into setting boundaries. Let's say someone starts acting crazy with you, and you say, you know what, I don't like the way you're talking to me. If you continue to do so, then these will be the consequences. Instead of straight up, because as I said before, you really don't know what people are going through. Even if they are, attacking attacking you verbally, um, you have every right to defend yourself. Just know that obviously, if you are a bigger person physically, and even um, age wise, obviously you know your own power, so you don't have to abuse it. in any way, any form. Even if the person is not acting crazy, and you just have a small disagreement, and you sort of kind of just want to scare them into taking your side. All the things that I mentioned pertaining to the distorted masculine is what a lot of guys think is true masculinity. Being they A lot of guys think being alpha is being the biggest guy in the room with the most stoic expression on his face, with the most title to his name. That's not true masculinity. True masculinity is empowering people, allowing people to express their true selves, and to support people. Obviously, support people doing the doing what's right for themselves and for the people around them. Because not everybody's gonna like your style. For example, I'm pretty sure that um, a lot of guys are probably gonna be like, "Oh, what is he talking about?" But at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna understand this message. This message is for those who need to hear it. And if it does trigger you, you may want to ask yourself a few questions and say, you know what? Is what he's saying applying to me, or is it just applying to somebody else? Is this video, you know, meant for me, or da 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 da? But overall, so far, I think I might make a part two. But um, that's pretty much what I'm getting. To pretty much just focus on, like, get more educated on what it is like, what it is to be more of a man, um, and you know, just like how women go through struggles. I mean, men and women go through separate struggles all in itself. So I can't speak for women because I'm not a woman. Um, but that video I watched kind of triggered this, and I just was like, you know what? A lot of guys gotta speak more about this topic, that we are struggling as a collective, male collective, and we can hide all our problems all we want. We can hide and pretend like we don't have problems all we want. But the more we do that, the longer we do that, the harder it is for the collective to evolve and for the collective to progress in society. Because think about it, the traits that we think are helpful to us, for example, uh, I'm kind of wanting to censor what I'm gonna say next, but it's like if I do that, I'm just being the same. I'm just doing the same thing. But it's basically just letting out, going, knowing when and knowing who to talk to about what your problems are. Um, Obviously, not everybody's gonna like us. Not everybody's going to respect our expression. So we do go to people who we have talked to before in the past, and if they don't like your expression, if they do not like you know how you feel, your viewpoints, then they never liked you in the first place. They only liked the fake you. You know what I mean? Like when before I came out and I said I was gay, a lot of people, you know they thought of me a certain way, they viewed me a certain way. And a lot of people still are friends with me to this day. A lot of people still like me to this day, but there are still people who are like, you know, they act they act different. Even if they pretend like they still vibe with me, they still act different. Some people, not all people. And it's mainly, I would say, I'm gonna keep it at that. Um, but and I was gonna go into this topic in another video, but maybe I might just cover it now. But even being a gay guy is, I can only speak for a gay guy because I'm not a straight male. I'm not bisexual, I should say. Um, so for gay guys, I guess you can say it's a little harder because, for one, you still have to kind of follow through with the societal pressures of being a traditional male. You can basically pretty much, if you want me to explain more, you can just say so in the comments. I can make a separate video, but it's just to keep it at that, because I know some people might be triggered already by certain things I'm saying, but it is what it is, and we're getting there. I see that we're making progress. A lot of guys are making progress. Um, with YouTube, with the YouTube videos, speaking about topics like this. For me, speaking my truth, for me living in my truth, as a gay guy, even though I still have to, know when and where to express that truth. It's we're making progress. That's all. I'm happy that we are making progress and that we are growing as a collective. But I just had to put that out there. Um, I was led to make this video, so I mean, but yeah, pretty much that's all I gotta say, and hopefully, something in this video resonated with you, and I hope you have a good day, night, week, month, year. But I'll see you in my next video. Peace.